Let's start with a small recap. I bought the Castlevania Anniversary Collection on the PS4 with the summer sales. I finished the first game.
Good. Yes.
I'll put a link to the video at the top. And now it's time for the second game, Simon's Quest. This game is also developed and published by Konami. It came out 2 years after the first game, so that's in Europe in 1990. In this game you'll take on the role of Simon Belmont once more. The game takes place sometime after the first one. Simon is injured from his previous battle with Dracula and things don't look good. One day a beautiful maiden appears and tells Simon that he is possessed by Dracula's curse. The only hope for healing is to gather the 5 scattered body parts of Dracula, resurrect him at his castle and destroy him once and for all. Now there are some key differences between the first and the second Castlevania game. While the first one is mostly a side-scrolling action game, this one has some RPG elements. Hearts in this game aren't ammo for the sub-weapons, but currency, so when you want to upgrade your whip or buy a sub-weapon, you will use hearts. There are some other items in the game which you will need to finish it. These include garlic, laurels and crystal.
So this is gonna be the whole playthrough, I think.
While the first game is pretty straightforward, this one is harder to figure out where to go and what to do. There are 7 towns in this game where you can buy or trade items you will need to finish. There are also 5 mansions, one for each body part from the count.
Second mansion.
And then there's Castlevania. You will need certain items to pass to certain points. Some examples. You will need the holy water to destroy some blocks to clear a path. You will need the white crystal to make a block appear in the first mansion. You will need the blue crystal and kneel down on a specific spot to make the screen scroll lower so you won't die when you enter the water. And there are a lot more examples like this. The basic gameplay is the same as the first game. While searching for your way through this cryptic game, you will encounter a lot of enemies. These will drop hearts, which will also make you progress. The problem with the game is the mansions. Only 2 out of the 5 mansions have a boss at the end. Now you must be wondering what you do at the end of the mansion when there isn't a boss. Well, you see, every mansion has a salesman who sells oak steaks, and at the end of every mansion there's an orb. Throw the stake at the orb and it will spawn the part of Dracula. Touch it and win. Now every part also comes with an ability.
Process.
Let's talk a little bit about the bosses. The first boss we encountered is in the 3rd mansion. It is Death. Now I'm freaking out a little bit because he gave me a lot of trouble in the first game.
Nope. Fuck's sakes.
But here he's actually a joke. After defeating him, you will get the Golden Beggar. At the end of the 5th mansion we encounter the second boss. And it's a face? Also a joke, by the way. Now with all the parts collected, we head out to Castlevania. When we get there, we notice an empty castle. Nothing to do here, but just go to the end. When you reach the end, Simon automatically spews out the body parts of Dracula and he is formed. This boss is also a joke, especially with the golden daggers. When he gets hit by one, he is stunned, so just keep spamming the attack.
What? That's it? That's it?
When Dracula is killed for good, we will see another small cutscene. When doing a little bit of research for writing the script, I found out that there are 3 different endings based on the time it took you to take down Dracula. I got the good ending. This is a shorter episode, but for me it was also a shorter playthrough. I think it's still a pretty good game. Not as good as the first one, and not as good as the third one. That's the one I'll be playing next. I'm going to have a hard time with that one. If you want to check it out, follow me on twitch.tv/PhillipsGameRoom, and if you like this video, please leave it a like. If you would like to be notified about the new uploads, consider subscribing and hitting the bell. Thank you for watching.